Hello, my name is Timofeev. I'm from Russia and I'm at the Legal Studies department of the university. I'm the second year PhD student, so I'm done with my comprehensive exam and I'm trying to write now. Yeah. As a PhD student, you are a master of your own time in a way and on your own research. I think it's very important if you have, and it's very useful and it's helpful if you have your idea formulated to a certain extent at least, and maybe pre-researched before you apply, to have the understanding of what has been done in this particular area and what contribution you can make as an academic, because this is what counts in the end of the day. The title of my work, the title of my project is The Dead, the Collective Memories and the Human Rights Law. And I know that it sounds like I'm dealing with the rights of the dead people or the dead bodies, which is not actually true because I'm dealing with human rights of the living person. But it's rather the human rights which the person can claim in relation to the dead. So let me explain, let me give you an example. I was impressed by this particular Russian case of anonymous burial of terrorists. So the Russian state enacted the law saying, okay, those people who were killed during the terrorist act, their bodies will not be handed over to their parents or to their relatives. And then the case actually reached the Russian Constitutional Court. And the Russian Constitutional Court said, okay, we think that there is a right to be buried, but we don't think that the right in this particular case was violated. And I thought that this particular judgment was outrageous. And I started looking for similar cases in different different countries or jurisdictions. And I found different examples, and I thought it would be nice to compare it and to see whether we can find some solutions which would be, let's say, common, and what would be the principles which you should apply in these particular cases. And then I started to broaden my research, because these are not only the cases of anonymous burial of terrorists, but the cases where the state actually or the state agents rather abduct the person, and then the person disappears, and relatives are trying to find their loved one, and they cannot find him or her, and they are trying to push the authorities to investigate the case, and they are not succeeding with this. So these kind of cases also falls under my interests. We see that in these kind of cases, the memory about the dead, the dignified burial, and the opinion of society, so they interrelated and they are clashing sometimes. So this creates a conflict, the conflict which should be resolved by legal means. And this is what I'm looking at the manner in which these conflicts are dealt with by the law.